Hey everyone, it's the Life Doctor here, and it is a beautiful day here in Michigan. I hope that it is just as beautiful wherever you happen to be. But listen, I just wanted to share some things with you. I took my kids yesterday to the Michigan Museum of Natural History, and we had a wonderful time. Now, of course, a lot of the exhibits were kind of over their head in terms of the information, but let's face it, some of the information was over my head. But looking at the exhibits, that was really interesting, and I tried to explain what I could in a way that they would understand. But they really had a good time. I had a good time. It was really, really nice. And I'm just so excited that the weather is nicer now and we're able to do more things, um, that they can enjoy indoors, outdoors, whatever. But whenever the weather is nice, I just get excited and happy, and I'm more motivated to do things and have fun with the family. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I know that as a new homeschooling mom, I'm going to be homeschooling my kids in the fall. Super excited about that. But as a new homeschooling mom, I have been on the hunt for things to do, not just for the summer, but throughout the entire academic school year, to make sure that they have an educational, fun, well-rounded experience, and they really fall in love with learning. And so I know that it has been, you know, just a little bit challenging to find things that I think they would appreciate at their age that I can do on a weekly basis or multiple times a week, even as the weather gets nicer. And I figured that if I was struggling in this area, maybe you were struggling too, especially if you are, a new homeschooling parent or just a parent, period. But I shared in a previous video how I came across some really good ideas in terms of finding things to do for your kids, and one of them is meetup groups. And so I've really fallen in love with this meetup group that I am a part of. And what's cool about it is allowing me to pick and choose different activities that are posted, and I can see the different members that will be there with their kids. Then I can make a decision if I want to go to this event or that event, and it's just been really a blessing so far. But I've also looked into co-ops, and now I'm not that familiar with co-ops experientially because I have never been a part of a co-op. But in terms of my research, for me and my family, I think that a co-op at this particular time, in this season, would be too much of a time investment, a time commitment. It would just be too much. And, I'm not sharing this to dissuade you or anyone else from being a part of a co-op, but I just want to, for those of you who also think that co-ops are too much of a time investment, it's just a little too much going on, that would take you away from what you have going on at home. I wanted to say that you can have some of that same co-op experience, but in a meetup group, and that might be a little bit more your speed. So based on my research, what I know about co-ops is, for the most part, there is going to be some kind of a fee attached because whether it is a teacher that is going to be there teaching and instructing the kids on a regular basis, or someone that you bring in for a special class, that those individuals who are instructing the kids need to be compensated. And so a way to do that is through, membership dues. Then there are other things, birthdays and celebrations, supplies and things like that, that the co-op is going to need. And so it needs to be funded some kind of way. So there is going to be some kind of a cost attached to that. The other thing is, you are not just going to go and drop off your kids. No, you're going to have to be involved in the process as well. So that means if you are bringing your kids to this co-op, you yourself are probably going to either have to commit to teaching a class or a couple of classes, or watch tiny tots, like little kids, while their parents are off doing something else, like teaching a class or doing something else, helping prepare food or whatever the case is. And so you're going to have to invest your time as well as your kids. And through the research that I have done, the classes being offered are wonderful, especially if you are not particularly well versed or an expert in the sciences or math or whatever the case is, and you don't feel equipped to teach, then someone else can do that for you, and your kids will be taken care of that way. But you're going to be spending, the time it takes to travel there, the time it takes to travel back to your home, as well as the time it takes for you to be there at the class, which may be a couple to a few hours. So all in all, you may have spent a half day, at the co-op. And that's fine if that's the time investment that you want to make, but that's not fine for me at this point. It's too much. And so for me, having the flexibility, that's the other thing. This is like a structured weekly thing every week or twice a week, whatever the arrangement is, and you need to commit to this. But with a meetup group, a play date meetup group type thing, it's a lot more carefree and relaxed, where you can post events that you want to share with the group. Other people post events and activities and things to do, and whoever wants to go just goes, and you can kind of just pick and choose and do what you want to do. And in that way, it's really flexible and really cool, and just has a more easy breezy kind of a feel. Now, some of the meetup groups that I have researched and have joined do require some kind of a fee, but some are free. So there's more flexibility with that as well. Now, the primary meetup group that I'm a part of has a $10 fee for the year, though. And so that's really not a lot of money at all. And so I'm more than happy to pay that. So, yeah. So like I said, with the co-op, you're going to get structured classes. And on the other thing with co-ops is this, which is a great thing, because it's a very structured commitment. Your children are going to be seeing the same group of kids every week, which is really nice for socialization purposes. So they're going to get to bond and form relationships with the same group of kids in their peer group, or a little older, little younger, whatever the case is, every week. And that's really cool. And that's something that I actually want for my kids. But again, I'm not willing to invest that kind of time with that situation. With the meetup group, you may or may not get that same exact group of people every single time you do a meetup, because like I said, you're picking and choosing. You're not gonna go to every single meetup, because there are, I don't know, 5, 10, there are several meetups being posted per week. So you're not going to go to all of them. That would just be too much. So, but what you can do is you can check to see if your kids' friends are going to certain ones, and then you can try to arrange to go to those ones as well. And in that way, kind of make sure that your kids are going to socialize and get to see the people that they're bonding with and getting along with, and that kind of thing. So anyway, I hope this wasn't too rambly. I just wanted to share the different ways you can get to figure out activities for your kids, to socialize your kids now, as well as through the entire academic school year. Especially if you are a homeschooling parent or new to this whole homeschooling situation, rather than you having to go out and rack your brain trying to figure out what to do, here are two options: co-ops and meetup groups. So yeah, I hope this has been helpful. If it has, give it a thumbs up. And if you happen to know any homeschooling parents or parents that are just stumped for ideas of what to do with their kids, go ahead and share this video with them. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, you can do so right now. It's absolutely free. If you are watching this on Facebook, you can just click the link that I have provided for you to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe that way. All right, this is the Life Doctor. See you in the next video. Bye.